Okay, now it's recording. Good. So, in the exercise in IXL, you were getting things like this, for instance. Let's say P equals 20D. Okay. If you have a function like this, you can rewrite it in this way. F of x equals 20x. Okay. Always, if you rewrite it, this one which is alone is going to be f of x, and this one here is going to be the x. And as we said before, this is what we call the independent variable, and this is the dependent variable. Okay, and it's very explicit here because it's f of x, function of x. The value of this is a function of the other one. So it's depending on the other one. Okay, so this is the dependent variable and the independent variable. And always, when we make a graph, the independent variable is on the horizontal axis and the dependent variable is on the vertical. Okay, so here, let's make a table of values, x and f of x. And we're going to give values to the x. Which values? The values we want. Usually we take the, for instance, 0, 1, 2, 3, because those are easy values. I could choose any value here, but I'm going to take those. So if x equals 0, it means that f of x is 20 times 0. So it's 0. If x is 1, f of x is 20 times 1. So it's 20. If x is 2, f of x is 20 times 2, which is 40. And then this is 60 and so on. So I could draw the points here, the point 0, 0, okay? And I'm going to label the axis first, okay? I'm going to put the 1 here, 2, 3, 4, and so on. It's really important that this scale is always the same. If these two squares are 1 unit, this distance has to be 1 unit along the whole axis. I cannot change that. I cannot do this. I cannot put the 1 here and the 2, 3 squares away. No, that's wrong. Okay. I need to make it very clear. And it's clear if I maintain the scale along the whole axis. Each distance should have the same value along the whole axis. Here, the same, but here, instead of doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not worth it in this case. I'm going to use 20, 40, 60, 80, and it's perfectly fine because I'm maintaining the same scale along this axis, okay? They don't need to have the same exact scale, but I need to maintain the same scale on this axis. And that's why I jump from here to 20, 40, 60, 80, and so on. And then I can plot the points. 0, 0 is here, and then I have the point 1, 20, I have the point 2, 40, 3, 60, and then if I join them, I have a linear function. And for this to be a linear function, it's important to make it infinite, okay? Linear functions are infinite. So instead of cutting it like this, I need to make it explicit that this line is infinite. So it's going to go on, to the right and to the left. If you want to make these little arrows here, it's fine. It's not necessary, but you could do it, okay? So, but the important thing is that you make it explicit that this is infinite. Okay, let's try with another example. For instance, one that some of you got and some of you didn't. Okay? For instance, P equals to D plus 15. Okay? 2D plus 15. Let's rewrite it. F of x equals 2x plus 15. Let's make the table of values. X and f of x. If I give values 0, 1, 2, 3, for instance, when this or when x is 0, 2 times 0 plus 15, 15. If x is 1, 2 times 1 is 2 plus 15, 17. If x is 2, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 15, 19, and so on. So 21 here. Let's make the axis. X, f of x. Okay. Here, the first point is 0, 15. So the x-axis, I can do it like before. But what about the y-axis? Well, I can start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15 is here. Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, good. I can do it like this. Then I have the points 0, 15, 1, 17, 2, 19, 3, 21, and so on. Okay, and it's like this. Okay. But you can realize here that my line is too far away from the origin. I can do it like this, it's fine. But if I want to make my life easier, there's something what we call an axis break, okay? I can break the axis like this. If I make this symbol, it means like I'm like compressing the axis. If I compress the axis, I can start here, for instance, by putting the 15 here. Perfect. Okay. This distance, okay, it's a compressed, okay? I'm indicating that here. So I can start by 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and so on. So now I can do it quite easily. So this is 0, 15, 1, 17, 2, 19, 3, 21, and here I can have my straight line. I don't need to put it so high, then it's easier to draw, okay? But if I want to do this, if I want to break the scale at some point of the axis, I need to make a symbol like this. If I don't draw this symbol, and I do it like this, and I simply start by 15, this is not right because if I keep going down, this is 14, 13, 12. This is not 12, this is 0. So I need to make the axis break. Okay, and I think that's all I wanted to review. Let me stop recording.